Howdy y'all. If you're thinking about moving to the Colony, Texas, well, here's what we're gonna do today, all right? We're gonna hit the streets. Okay, we're gonna show you some different homes and some different price points so you can see what it's like to live here in the Colony and maybe what fits inside of your budget. And if you stick around all the way till the end, I'll even show you the top listing in all of the Colony so you can kind of see what the ceiling is here. And I'll even show you some of the main attractions along the way. So if that's what you're looking for, then stay tuned because we're getting into it right now. Hey ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for the most thorough deep dive into all things Dallas, Texas, well, this is the channel that helps you do that. So I invite you to subscribe down below. Make sure you tap the bell for notifications so that you can stay up to date on the current market here in Dallas, Texas. We drop new videos every single week. My name is Jimmy Webb Jr. I'm a local real estate agent, born and raised here, and we're getting tons of calls and emails every single day from people just like you who are ready to make a move here in Dallas, and we absolutely love it. So if you are thinking about buying or selling here in the Dallas area, then you got to reach out, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or jump on our calendar if you want to jump straight to a Zoom with us. That is our favorite, but whatever is easiest for you, we've got you back when making a smooth move out here in Dallas, Texas, or the Colony like I'm here today. So I'm out here on right here on the peninsula out here. And so what I want to do real quick is just give you a brief introduction of what's going on so you can kind of catch your bearings on what the Colony is about here real quick. So location wise, you're going to be about 30 minutes away from downtown Dallas, about 20 minutes away from the airport, from DFW airport over there. And you're next to Frisco right here, but you're going to be a little bit more established, I would say. So Frisco is kind of more brand new, but Colony has been around a little longer, right? And so median home price is going to be $231,000, and then 62% of residents here own their home. So the Colony is really a place where you come, you really set some roots down, and put your kids through the good schools and everything like that. And so that's kind of the vibe out here in the Colony, right? So population, it's kind of smaller, on the smaller sides. So you got 43,000 people who live here, and the median age here is only 33. So it's a little bit on the younger side, but the median household income is 87,000, right? So job market is pretty strong. You do have a lot of those young professionals that live out here. Really, I think for access to the jobs in Frisco and Plano, you're literally right next door, right here. And so also you do have Nebraska Furniture Mart. So Warren Buffett, his holding company owns Nebraska Furniture Mart. This place is huge. It's like 40 football fields of a warehouse of just all sorts of different furniture and everything. So if you're moving and you need furniture, you're not going to take whatever you have with you, and you can just head right up the street and pick something out, and they'll deliver it to you as well. So but yeah, as far as schools go, they're pretty highly rated across the board. You do have just the one high school, so I'll talk a little bit about that in a second, but you do have some areas that feed into Frisco ISD and then Carrollton ISD to the south of you over here, okay? So, but the general vibe is, it's a pretty dense suburban feel, lots of shops and restaurants and parks too. And then of course, you're right by Louisville Lake. And I'll tell you what, if you're in one of these homes right here, the sun is coming right down there. So you're gonna have some great sunsets. If you have a house right here, you can have some pretty cool evenings out here with a little nightcap, if you will. So the Colony, I think, does get overlooked quite a bit, and so I'll talk about this more in the recap, maybe why that is. But I'm telling you, you don't want to skip the Colony because I think it's a great option. But I'll give you the little caveat to that at the end, so make sure you stay tuned for that, all right? But with that being said, let me take you through a bunch of different price points and show you all the different styles of living. Obviously, you got some lakeside living, but you also have some more, suburban style living. in you know, some just all houses, right, of course, but let me take you through and show you the different neighborhoods. All right, let's cruise. All right, welcome to the first neighborhood. So this home that we're gonna feature in this first price point here is going for $299,000. You got 3 beds, 2 baths on 1,800 square feet, which is gonna put you at $167 a square foot, ladies and gentlemen. This home was built in 1977 on a 0.17 of an acre right here. You do have a 2-car garage. It's gonna be on the back side. So this is something that's pretty popular here in Dallas are the alleyways on the back. So what happens is, the idea is to, you know, protect the front side curb appeal and, you know, have everybody's garage in the back, access on the back. And then the way that you access that is on an alley that kind of runs on the back side of everybody's home back here. And then that's how you get into your garage on the back side there, okay? So yeah, you're definitely gonna wanna have a car, by the way, when you come to Dallas. We're pretty spread out and our public transportation isn't too sophisticated, right? And so like I always tell the story how my sister used to live and work downtown, and she would walk to work, but if she wanted to go literally anywhere else, you know, she had to have her car, right? So just a little heads up on that. But yeah, this traditional brick style is really what's gonna dominate in here. You know, on the inside though, it looks nice on the inside. You know, you might do a couple of upgrades. You know, these homes were built in the 70s and 80s out here, right? So I would say it's definitely move-in ready. But yeah, depending on, you know, your preferences, you know, you might do a couple of cosmetic things before you really take over, right? So yeah, as far as I mean, the street looks nice, very, you know, white streets. You know, you got a couple cars on this side, right? I'm not a big fan of having the cars parked in the street, but you know, sometimes when you have that alley in the back, you know, people just kind of get lazy and they just say, oh, I'm just gonna park in the front for a little bit, right? Or maybe they're having friends over. I don't know what's going on, but you know, I don't wanna judge, right? But you know, landscaping is pretty good. Everybody's yard looks really good in this neighborhood. It's pretty quiet too. I mean, you do have that. That is kind of a main, not a main street, but kind of a street that everybody will take to, you know, get to their individual street over there. So if you heard the cars when I was talking about that home in the back, that's what that was. So, you know, you'll hear 1 or 2, you know, every now and then, but nothing too crazy. But along this street, nobody's really gonna be driving down this street unless they live here, right? You're not gonna have much through traffic over here, right? But yeah, you're pretty close to the tollway, right? You're pretty close to, there's actually a brand new middle school. It looks super nice, super clean, not too far away from here, maybe a block or 2 from here. And then Grandscape Shopping Center, which I'll show you in a little bit later, is not too far from here as well. And you've got a ton of stuff around that, like Top Golf and things like that as well. And then you're kind of surrounded by parks out here as well. That's one thing in the colony is, you know, you've got the lake right there, and then you've got all sorts of parks around here too, right? So, but talking about the schools, you know, schools are pretty highly rated out here in the colony. You do just have that one high school, so you know, some people like that. You know, everybody's gonna funnel in. You know, your kid or your child is gonna be able to stay and stick with their friends all the way up through high school, right? So that's a good thing that a lot of people like, so, right? So I know Allen is the same way like that. So, but hey, if you like what we're talking about so far, hey, please tap that thumbs up button down below. That helps us out a lot. Thank you so much for doing that. And make sure you're subscribed as well. I'm telling you, you do not want to miss the next video that we drop. So make sure you tap the bell so that you can be notified of that. But yeah, this should give you a pretty good idea of what you can get in this kind of $300,000 price point. But with that being said, let me take you to the next neighborhood and I'll see you there. All right, real quick, I wanted to show you Grandscape, a shopping center right here. So you've got a lot going on here. You've got Andretti indoor kart racing over there. You've got the Galaxy Theater right there. You've got some restaurants that they're building right now. And then you have the Ferris wheel right there. And then you've got Jurassic World, an exhibition right there. My buddy Jay actually just took his little ones in there and they loved it in there. So yeah, this is a very nice shopping center. They're still doing some building to it, but really cool place to come, hang out, do some racing, watch a movie, get scared by a dinosaur, and then go see some cool views from the top of there. So anyway, with that being said, let me take you to the next neighborhood and I'll see you there. All right, welcome to the second neighborhood. So this home that we're featuring here is going for $469,000. 4 beds, 3 baths on 3,200 square feet, which is going to put you at $145 a square foot. You got a 2-car garage. On the back side, you've got the alley access right there. And this home was built in 2002 on a 0.16 of an acre lot. So the style, of course, is going to be that traditional brick. You're going to see a lot of that in here. So you've got that across the street right there. On the inside, definitely an open floor plan, so that's nice, but the kitchen is a little on the darker side. I know the lighter kitchens are kind of what's in these days, so depending on what your preferences are, you might do a little bit of upgrading there, but I'm trying to get away from the landscaper guy. We've got some pretty good landscaping in here. Everybody's taking pretty good care of their yards in here. It's pretty quiet back here as well. Man, like now that I'm away from the mower, I can't hear anything. You could hear a pin drop in here, but yeah, pretty quiet in here. You're not gonna have any through traffic or anything. I kind of had to weave through a couple streets to get to this home back here. You're pretty close though to the tollway, 121 right there. There's also an aquatic center right here as well. So hey, if your kid is a swimmer, then they could literally walk to the pool right here. But oh, you've got a lady walking their dogs over here. Maybe I can show you I love dogs, so if you have dogs, then we can immediately become best friends. But yeah, other than that, I mean, it's definitely move in ready inside of there. And yeah, I got to tell you, in this particular price point, speed is going to be your friend. This is a very popular price point, and so homes are moving pretty quickly, right? So you just got to keep that in mind. You're going to want to have all your ducks in a row, and of course that's something that we can help you get organized with if you like. But let's talk about something that maybe isn't so popular here in Texas, and that is the property taxes. Okay, so listen, I get it. Property taxes are higher a little bit here in Texas than they are in other states. But I do another video, of course, where we do the math, we break down everything, and we look at, okay, is Dallas actually a good deal mathematically, financially, right? And so not to give it away, but I think of course, you got to remember, we're one of the states that don't have any state income tax. So that really helps us out quite a bit. But the property taxes are where they get you. And so, not to give it away, but yeah, I think Dallas wins all those. When we did the math, we kind of came out on top by quite a big margin, actually. So you might want to check that one out if you feel like being surprised in a good way, of course. But the property taxes here in the colony are right at 2.31% at the moment. And so that's actually going to be below average for Dallas. Here you've got a range from about 1.8 to 3.4%. All right, so 2.6 would be kind of that average. And so, anything under that or in the colony, you're going to be, under that. So you'll be a little bit under the average there. But yeah, listen, I think, our team, there's the puppies. They're staring at me. They're like, oh, I wonder if he has a treat. But yeah, listen, I think, our team takes a different approach. Complaining is not really a productive use of time, right? And so, Jim Rohn talks about you got to spend 5% of the time focused on identifying the problem, and then 95% of the time focused on the solution, right? And so it doesn't matter if the market is going crazy, if it's going to crash, if everybody's paying over asking price. Listen, all we got to do is find you that one dream home at the right price. We don't have to find you 100, right? We just got to find you that one that again is at that right price. We're not going to let you overpay. We've actually had some really good success, getting our clients into really good homes, really good situations. And so, yeah, I think especially in this market, you got to have the right team working for you. So, of course, if you want us to work for you, then you got to reach out, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule that Zoom call. That is our favorite, so we can, get face to face with you and learn your story, learn what's important to you. But yeah, this should give you a pretty good idea of what you can get in this kind of $400,000 to $500,000 price point. But yeah, with that being said, let me take you to the next neighborhood, and I'll see you there. All right, real quick, I wanted to show you 5-star sports complex. So you've got soccer, you've got baseball, you've got a little playground for the little ones when they're bored of watching their older brother or sister play, right? You've got really a ton of fields out here. I played a few soccer games out here. We actually had regionals. We won regionals on that field right there, actually. So then you've got Topgolf. You see that big net right there. You've got a Topgolf. Very important to have a Topgolf right there in your neighborhood. And then you've got the Colony High School right there. So everything, you got a lot of stuff going on right here, but just wanted to show you that this is here. So if your child plays sports, then you'll probably be hanging out here a little bit. And by the way, if your child is into soccer or tennis or martial arts, you got to get a hold of me. I know I'm pretty connected in those sports and those arenas, right? So, I can, if you're looking for a good team or a good coach, whatever the case may be, then yeah, definitely reach out to me and I can plug you into a great situation. So, with that being said, let me take you to the next neighborhood and I'll see you there. All right, welcome to the third neighborhood. I wanted to show you some new construction real quick. So this home that we're gonna feature right here is going for $699,000, 3 beds, 3 baths on 2,400 square feet, which is gonna put you at $286 a square foot. So a little bit premium pricing here. You are gonna have a 3-car garage. I know it looks like 2, but one of these, probably the one on the left, is gonna have a stack of, wow, if I could speak today, that'd be awesome. You can stack your cars one behind the other. So, maybe 3-car garage or maybe like 2-car garage with some extra storage space is really kind of what most people use it for, right? But this is gonna be on 0.18 of an acre as well. So yeah, the styles in here are gonna be really dominated by that traditional brick and stone combination. So, well, that one's just that white brick right there. From the pictures, I believe that's what they're gonna do with this one as well. We'll go past the porta potty real quick, and then, so you're gonna have this one here as well. I'll take you down this neighborhood, of course, but I just wanted to show you that new construction does exist out here in the Colony. You can get some really nice homes. You are gonna pay a little bit of a premium though for it, for being brand spanking new, right? But the general price range that I saw, at least right now, was going from $615 all the way up to $875,000. Okay, so if that's in your budget and you're looking for that brand new home, then hey, this could be a good spot for you. This is a pretty cool. We're still, I'm sorry, I did neighborhood number 4 before I did number 3, but we're in the Tribute right now, which is a award-winning community, and we're right on this peninsula, on the northern peninsula up here, and you can see as I was driving in, you get some views of the lake as you're driving on the streets to get to your house over here. So really cool vibe out here. I love the homes that are in here. You get that that good feeling of everything's, you know, really new, but you do have a little bit of variety. I mean, it's not, I wouldn't say this is like cookie cutter out here. You know, the homes are different enough to where, you know, it's not like, oh, that looks like the same house. Wait, which one is yours? Oh, the white one, the white brick one? Oh, they're all white brick. You know, it's not gonna be like that, right? So anyway, so with that being said, let me take you to, I'm gonna take you to an attraction, and then I'll take you to that fourth neighborhood that I already shot. So I'll see you there. All right, real quick, I wanted to show you Hawaiian Falls out here. So really, this is a giant water park, right? But it's gonna be the smaller version, the little brother of Hurricane Harbor over in Arlington, right? So you got Six Flags and Hurricane Harbor over there. Those are kind of the big boys. And then you have, you know, kind of the local water park out here at Hawaiian Falls. So still a ton of fun. You just don't have to drive, you know, 30, maybe 40 minutes out to Arlington to, you know, get on some water slides and things like that. So anyway, with that being said, let me take you to the next neighborhood. See you there. All right, welcome to the fourth neighborhood. So this home that we're gonna feature right here is going for $749,000, 4 beds, 4.5 baths on 4,000 square feet. That's a lot of fours, but this one is going for $187 a square foot. You're gonna have a 2-car garage right there. And this home was built in 2013 on a 0.18 of an acre lot right here. So again, you're gonna have that traditional brick style. You've got the stone mixed in to that one as well. I'll kind of walk you down this street so you can see a couple more. Again, you got that traditional brick and stone combo. On the inside, you're gonna have that open floor plan that everybody loves. It's gonna be super updated on the inside, you know, wood floors throughout, and you're even gonna have a media room in there as well, right? So, but as far as outside, you know, we're at the Tribute, which is one of the, this neighborhood has won awards for being one of the best communities in all of Dallas and in the whole state as well. And so, you know, you're gonna have, you know, everybody's lawns are gonna be pretty taken care of, right? It's gonna be pretty quiet back here as well. And you know, what you're close to, so the middle school, brand new, is right up there. Or, I'm sorry, the elementary school was right up there, brand new building, super clean and everything back there. So you're gonna be close to that. You're really close to the lake. We're out here kind of on the peninsula out here on Lake Louisville. So yeah, if you're thinking about getting a boat, or if you already have a boat, then yeah, you'll have a ton of fun living out here in this neighborhood out here. But yeah, I think as far as safety goes, let's talk about the safety out here a little bit. So as I was driving by, I saw a couple of gated communities. This one in particular isn't gated, but I do know of a few gated communities in the colony as a whole. And then 91% of residents reported in a poll that they feel safe and that crime doesn't really impact them that much here in the colony. So from my experiences in the colony, I would say that it's definitely a pretty safe suburb out here, right? So, but yeah, you've got, I'm seeing, I don't have too much more to talk about, but I saw there's a park right there with a little pond feature right there. Here's a couple more homes right there, and this should give you a pretty good idea of what you can get in that $700,000 to $800,000 price point. But with that being said, let me take you to the top listing in all of the colony so you can kind of see where the ceiling is at, and then we'll do a little recap over there. All right, I'll see you there. All right, are you ready for the top listing in all of the colony? Well, here she is. This one is going for $2.5 million, 6 beds, 6.5 baths on 7,300 square feet. You got a 4-car garage in here, and this home was built in 2014 on a 1/3 of an acre. So you got plenty of space back here. This is actually nestled on the shore of Louisville Lake. And listen, this custom designed home is going to provide some unrivaled views. You know, when you enter, you're greeted by a sweeping staircase and then intentionally followed by vaulted ceilings in the living room with massive windows looking through your backyard and out to the lake. You got an open floor plan, of course, with a bright chef's kitchen and all of the upgraded appliances that you probably have on your wish list there. And then you go over to the master suite, again, with breathtaking views of the water and a standalone tub in the bathroom. And then you go downstairs to the walkout basement that is best suited, I think, as an entertaining, game room adjacent to the pool down on the downstairs there. And then you go upstairs, and the bedrooms up there might be a second thought, but I'm telling you, the views from up there might be the best in the house. So if you're looking for a unique lifestyle right on the lake that's still close enough to the shops and restaurants and everything, hey, this one might just be calling your name. But let's do a brief little recap on the colony here. So, you've got all the stats and everything from the beginning, but one of the things that I think, this is some feedback that I got from one of my clients who was looking for themselves and their parents as well. So in 2 different price points, and they were looking in the colony, and what they said was, listen, I think the colony is incredible for, for anything above $500,000. But when you're looking in that $400,000 to $500,000 price range, and of course below, I think it feels better in some other suburbs. You can get some better options in some other suburbs. But when you start to get up above, that $400,000 or $500,000 price point, you can really find some gems. And I'm talking some gems out here in the colony, especially out here on the peninsulas. I mentioned, the Tribute neighborhood and community. That's kind of, not many people know about that, or at least they overlook that one, right? So anyway, I always like to finish with 3 words that would kind of sum up the colony here for you. So I think number 1, you're gonna be lakeside, right? So that's gonna be one of the top things there. And then you're gonna have the good schools as well. I think that's definitely a talking point when you're talking about the colony. And then the 3rd, I'm gonna go with Frisco's little brother, okay? So, Frisco does kind of have a little bit nicer feel in that, lower price points. But man, once you get up into, the higher price points, like I mentioned, I think the colony can really, stand on its own right there. So, hey, if this is where you want to be, if the colony is where you want to be, you got to reach out. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or jump on our calendar if you want to jump straight to a Zoom with us. You guys know what my face looks like. I want to know what your face looks like, all right? So let's schedule that. And then, hey, if you like what we talked about today, hey, tap that thumbs up button for me down below. That definitely helps us out. Thank you so much for doing that. Make sure you're subscribed as well. I'm telling you, you do not want to miss the next video that we drop, okay? So make sure you tap the bell so that you're notified as well. And hey, if you're continuing your research here, I want to invite you, tap on the Dallas, Texas Living name below, and that'll take you to our main channel page where you can use the search bar on that page to look up whatever it is that you're looking for. We've got all sorts of topics and all sorts of areas already covered for you. And if I don't have it covered yet, then hey, drop me a comment down below. Let me know what it is that you're looking for, and I'm happily able to bump up the priority based on the demand that you guys want. So start that conversation in the comments. I reply to everybody, so get on down there and let's have a conversation, all right? And then if you don't know where to go, maybe from here, then you should see some videos popping up on the end screen right now that can definitely point you in the right direction. Listen, we do all sorts of stuff, right? We cover different topics. We're obviously doing different stuff on the different areas around town. So definitely click on one of those, whichever one is popping out to you. And until the next video, I'll see you around town.